there, first grade. I am so excited to be back with you for not just Fun Friday, because I mean, Friday's fun, but I'm back with you for phonics, which is even more fun than Fun Friday. But you're going to need some materials today, so I'm going to give you a moment to grab those. You're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil if you're in virtual school with me. And if you're in the classroom, your teachers will have a sheet to hand out to you. So you're going to need those handy. You don't need them just quite yet, but I want you to go ahead and have them and be prepared. So if you want to go ahead and pause the video and grab those materials, that would be very helpful right now. All right, welcome back. So if you're here, that means you have your materials. In virtual school, just a blank piece of paper. You need a big one, so none of those like torn off corners that I see sometimes when we're working on things. You need an actual piece of notebook paper, construction paper, or something like that. And then, like I said, in regular school, you have a copy of something that your teachers will give you. And so I was doing some thinking, Rashid's been gone for a while. I kind of miss him, I kind of miss having a little buddy down here in the basement with me. But, he's off on his adventure in New York City. And I was wondering, kind of what he's been doing there. He sent us that postcard that he was in New York at a construction site. And I don't know if you noticed what I noticed in that postcard, but he didn't have any tools with him. Did you guys notice that? How in the world are you expecting to build something if you don't have tools? If I wanted to go outside and build something right now, and I had wood, and I had nails, and I had screws, and I had all sorts of materials to build with, but I didn't have any tools, would that do me any good? No, I wouldn't be able to make anything. And word building is kind of like that too. We have to use tools to help us. And so we're going to make a tool today. We are going to make, sorry guys, I got to adjust my headphones. We are going to make vowel team charts, our very own vowel team charts that we can use as a tool when we're reading and when we're writing. And the important thing is you need to hold on to these because the next few lessons that we have in phonics, you're going to need to add to this chart, okay? So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to take a look at my chart. This is my vowel teams chart. Anybody notice anything about it? It's empty. I hope you're noticing there's like nothing there. So is this tool a helpful tool right now? Nope, this tool is just a piece of paper. So we need to turn this into a helpful tool. And so we're going to use this kind of like we would use an ABC chart, except those are already made for us, or our blend and digraph chart that we used earlier in the year. We're going to just make our own vowel team chart off of the vowel teams that we already know and have used. So first thing that we are going to do is we're going to think in our smart brains, okay, what vowel teams have we been working on? Sorry, guys. And the first one that comes to my mind is the EE vowel team. And the reason that one comes first to my brain is just because we've known that vowel team for a long time. We see it in the word see. It's a pretty easy one. And so on your chart, if you are with Mrs. Hutchinson, Mrs. Miller, Mrs. Bluette, they gave you a chart. Virtual students, if you're with me, I want you to pause the video right now, and I want you on your piece of paper to sketch this. Just one big box, and I want you to draw 3 lines across and 2 lines down, but you want it to be pretty big. You really kind of want it to take up the whole sheet of paper. You can always add more if you need to later. So go ahead, if you're in virtual school, pause and draw the chart. And if you are in responsive school at Avery, you guys can go ahead. All right, so I have my chart here. And so, like I said, the first vowel team that I want to add is the EE vowel team. Now, you guys know this is not the easiest thing to do, to write on this, but I'm going to try it. And I'm going to grab my black pen, and I'm going to put, ooh, that's not bad. Pretty good, Mrs. Arbini. I'm going to put E. Now, I got cocky. That second one wasn't so good. I'm going to put EE in this box on my chart. And can anyone remind me what that EE sound is? That vowel team sound. Yeah, it makes the long E sound. It says E. We know that with a vowel team, usually the first sound makes its long sound and the second sound is silent. Now, when I look at that, and when I'm using a tool like an ABC chart or a blend chart, I like a picture cue, a picture clue even, to just help me remember what that sound makes, what these letters say. And so I am not going to even, I'm not going to even attempt to sketch a picture here, because you guys know how that would turn out. My class knows drawing is not my skill. But I went ahead and I grabbed a picture. And I wanted a picture to remind me of what that E sound sounds like, right? This is E like in tree. So I'm going to actually make tree just a little bit smaller. Now what you're going to do in virtual school and at Avery is you're going to pause the video in just a moment and you're going to draw an EE picture to help you remember what sound it makes. Does it have to be a tree like I use? It doesn't have to be. It can be whatever you want it to be. It might be a bee. If you're in Mrs. Hutchinson's class, you might want to use a bumblebee. There are other options, but you can definitely use mine. You can definitely use tree. So I've written EE. I've put a tree there to remind me. And now I'm going to try to write the word tree under it just as a reminder. I know that your charts are going to look infinitely more beautiful than mine. All right. So this is just a reminder to me that when I see that EE vowel team, it makes the E sound like in tree. You guys ready for the next one? Another one of our vowel teams, and I'm going to switch color just because that's good for my brain. You may want it all in the same color, whatever works for your brain, is EA. You guys remember this vowel team? We looked at this a lot. What sound does it make? It also makes the E sound, but this time it's not the E sound like we see in tree. It's the, I've still got the pen going. It's the E sound that we hear in eat. Now, like I said, I am not going to try to draw a picture of someone eating. You can pause the video right now and make a sketch. You can sketch my picture. You can sketch your own picture, something that reminds you of the word eat. So you can go ahead and pause and do that. And when you come back, make sure that we also write the word eat at the bottom so that we remember the E sound like in eat. So go ahead and pause the video and take care of the next vowel team. All right, our next vowel team that we worked on was OA. Does anyone remember what sound OA makes? Yeah, it makes the O sound. Okay. We know, again, that the first vowel in a vowel team usually makes its long sound, the second letter is silent. So it makes the O sound, but I like a picture clue to remind me. It makes the O sound like in boat. Okay? So I'm going to try to write that the best I can. And what I want you, that looks like a D. Guys, that's supposed to look like a lowercase a. Best I can do. All right. I want you to pause the video now. And on the next part of your chart, I want you to add the OA vowel team. Add a picture of a boat and the word boat, unless you have another OA word. You can use that if you'd like. Or if your teacher has a different word that they would prefer that you use. I choose boat, and you're welcome to use that one as well. So go ahead and pause the video and add OA to your chart. Okay, glad you're back. Let's switch to the next one. We are going to work on our next vowel team. A. Oh, guys. I'm just going to trust that you can figure this out and that your teachers are going to help you, or that my kids know me well enough to figure that out. AI makes the A sound. Okay, it makes the A sound like in rain. That's the picture I choose. If you have a different AI word, it's fine to use it. And then I'm going to attempt to write rain on my chart. You guys, your charts are going to be so beautiful compared to mine. There, that's a good word to help me remember the AI vowel team. All right, go ahead and pause and add the AI vowel team to your chart. All right, now we're going to add our last vowel team to the chart, and I went ahead and saved you the pain of watching me try to write it. And I already put it there. It's AY. Now remember with this vowel team, with this A, we typically see it at the end of words, like in play or stay. We see this A sound vowel team, AI, in the middle of words. And we usually see this AY vowel team at the end of words. And the picture clue that I'm going to use to help me is the word tray. Does that kind of look like a tray? You know, like a tray of cookies or something. And then I'm going to write the word tray. And as soon as I'm finished with that, I'm going to have you pause the, well, come on, A's are the worst. That's so bad. And I'm going to have you add AY to your chart and a picture of a tray, and then come back to see me. Okay, excellent work. So you should have a beautiful looking, not like mine, chart. I'm going to redo mine so that mine looks nicer the next time I see you. But you should have your chart started. Make sure your name's on it if you are at Avery, and make sure you're keeping it somewhere safe, whether you're at virtual school or Avery, because you're going to need it in upcoming lessons. And actually, you're going to need it in the next video. So I will meet you there in the next video with this chart. I'll see you there.